This is Mustang 1, the very first Volantex SonikRC Mustang that I've got. 400mm radio controlled, made of foam. These planes are lovely, extremely robust. I love the way they fly. I can fly low and close, and I think that is the whole point of these. You don't have to fly far away and up high. You can fly literally past your head. See this thing flying, it looks great. And if you've got a head cam or a camera, you can get some great shots. There's also very little risk flying these. You only weigh about 60-70 grams, so you're not going to cause any damage to yourself or anyone else or any property with this, really. You'd have to be extremely unlucky to do that. So this is the 100th flight date of this aircraft, and I think that is incredible. It shows it's not just a toy. You can get parts for these. These are hobby grade radio control aircraft in their own right. They really are. And the technology in them these days, since they were made, I don't know, 5 years ago or so, is fantastic. They are so stable when you have the gyro on. Now this plane is the version 1. I think it was the first aircraft that Volantex made, and it is extremely stable even in expert mode with the gyro off, so I can fly that quite happily. Now it is more tricky because these are very susceptible to the wind, but you can do it. I tend to fly it usually with the stability modes on, either in mid mode or beginner mode. It's just much easier and great fun. And all that's doing is offsetting the effects of the wind. So that is fantastic. Now what have I changed on this plane? Not a lot. I've gone through a few propellers because I fly low to the ground, that's okay. I've also gone through 4 prop savers. I'm on my 5th. Now that was mainly because I used to display this model upstairs on my shelf with a display prop. It's the same prop, it just isn't damaged in any way. It's got no scuffs on it, whereas this one has. This is a flying prop. So I used to take the display prop off and put a flying prop on, and that wore out the prop saver, which is the part connected to the motor shaft, so you have to replace that sometimes. But once I stopped doing that and I just flew with the same prop that I was displaying with, well, that's lasted about 50 flights. It's really helped it. So a little tip there, try to not take that prop on and off. What else have I replaced? Well, some of the paint. I'll compare it to Mustang number 4 in a minute. This is 4. I cover up my name and phone number there. I'll put that under the planes in case I ever lose them. I never lost this one, which is terrific in 100 flights, and it has still survived about 7 major accidents. Incidentally, what else I've had to replace is the paint. So I've touched up the paint. I haven't touched up the blue or the yellow, just the red, green, black and silver. That keeps it smart. I'm going to compare it in a minute to this Mustang, which has only flown 1 flight. This has flown 100, and you'll see some of the differences. I have managed to split this fuselage along its length, and the motor has tried to eject out, along with its power pack at times. I've also split it up here along the side a few times, about 3/4 up, and just glued it with Yoo-hoo glue. That's a contact adhesive, and it's flying again in 10 minutes. It has done extremely well. The other thing though, I did take out a chunk of the nose and I lost it on some hard ground, so I've had to replace that. I use loft insulation foam. One of the differences after 100 flights is the damage to the foam at the front. Of course that took the most hits. This is Mustang 1 on 100 flights. Mustang 4 on only 1 flight. Mustang 1 after 100 flights. Mustang 4 after 1 flight. Little difference. Now I didn't paint the yellow stripes on Mustang 1 or the blue emblems or the side of the aircraft. Mustang 4 blue emblem, very nice, I like that one. The yellow, of course, still looks good. And the fuselage. Mustang 1. Mustang 4. So you can see there's 100 flights in Mustang 1 and 100 flights to come, perhaps, for Mustang 4, perhaps not. You know what, there are little plastic covers over here on the transmitter. You can remove those. I haven't even done that. It's still on. There you go, I just wanted to do a quick comparison between a Mustang that has flown 100 times and a Mustang that has flown just the once and not crashed. I have 4 Mustangs. I had another version 1 that I painted into a blue nose, so it's similar to an Airfix model. That flies really nicely. I've also got a version 2. This is a blue and yellow model, very nicely detailed with a clear canopy. I put a 3D pilot in that one. It looks really nice. Thing is though, it's 7 grams heavier and the air intake is shut off. It isn't open like on version 1, and those two differences seem to make a difference in expert mode. The version 1 still flies the nicest. I'm considering getting perhaps a 5th Mustang. And these are such good flies, really nice. And I want a perfect one, so version 4 I think will stay perfect for a very long time. These are SonikRC, these two in fact. Oh, and in case you're wondering, XB328 is a T5 Lightning, or part of a T5. Quick tour of some of my radio control stuff. 2 Spitfires, 3 Mustangs, the middle one I've painted myself. Some radio control boats and cars. A couple of P40s, I painted the RF Kitty Hawk version myself on the left. Also got a couple of Hurricanes in storage and some more Spitfires. There's a boat and a car. Over here some more speedboats, a couple of helicopters. I've got 2 grey ones in fact, a couple of Corsair 0 BF109, 2 Sport Cub 500s, an X450, and on the ceiling a Tasman and an Aero Scout.